Field at Zach Stadium at Loyola Academy in Wilmette. Halftime of our Class 8A semifinal game on CN100. Maine South leading Loyola Academy by the score of 10-7. Here are our first half highlights for you. Defense early on as the Loyola defense stops Maine South quarterback Matt Elvidi, but moments later Elvidi to the air finds Scott Dietrick, who makes a nice move there along the far sideline, makes another deke there. Takes it all the way down to the 1 yard line, 46 yards on the play. Moments later, it sets up the touchdown run by Paul Preston, and he is in for a 7-0 Maine South lead. Now the Maine South defense coming up here. Justin Soroka with a nice hit there defensively. Then back comes the offense, second quarter. Elvidi with a run. That sets up a 26-yard field goal attempt. And by Jimmy Francos, the kick is up. It's good, 10-0 Maine South. But late in the half, on the blitz, here comes John McPike and the fumble. David Carter recovers. Loyola sets up the Rambler score as Malcolm Weaver rumbles into the end zone for the Ramblers from a yard out to make it 10-7 at halftime. Those are your Game of the Week first half highlights of our Class 8A state championship game. We'll be back with more from Wilmette right after this.
Game and really enjoy it.
So at the 36-yard line, it's Weaver and the Ramblers. Addison Perry, the lone setback for Loyola. They lead at 14-13. Now going to the air and going long. And the pass is incomplete. Soroka breaks it up again. Now in the first half, they went to that play several times on the near sideline. And Justin Soroka has been strong throughout.
E.J. Webb, 6'5". They go for the alley-oop. Soroka says, nothing doing there. And he's been defending that as good as you can all day today.
Stops the clock, so now 2nd and 10. With 5:20 remaining. And he'll keep it on the ground, and here's the Weaver could go all the way. Weaver's at the 20. He's at the 10. Weaver, 64 yards. Touchdown, his third touchdown of the game.
Weaver ringing it up. Speed kills, Perry. Speed kills.
Malcolm Weaver, 64 yards, touchdown, Loyola Academy.
The Loyola Ramblers are rambling, and they're rambling here today. The crew is up and out of their seats. What a big play. Here it is. He makes the ride fake inside, gets up, finds the crack, and accelerates down the sideline. And then this becomes a track meet, and he wins it at the tape.
3 rushing touchdowns. That is the spectacular one of the 3. And now they'll go for the 2-point conversion. It's good. Makes it a 2-possession game now.
And I like what Coach Holasek did. It was a hurry up. He didn't give him a chance to think, and he had that planned all the time to go for it here. He sensed that moment, and I think they just took an opportunist moment and made it happen.
Loyola is 5:09 away from a trip downstate and a rematch against Mount Carmel, but this one for the state title.
There's the ride fake, and then Malcolm cuts it upfield, gets outside, and then this is all speed here. What an athlete. Came out of the younger programs, the High Ridge Chargers from Evanston up to Loyola, and he's making the best of this moment here today. His third touchdown, taking it to the house. 64 yards. It's sweet.
Here's the 2-point conversion, and this was just perfect execution.
It was, and what a heads-up call by Coach Holasek, keeping the pace of the game going so that Maine South didn't realize what was happening until it was too late.
Yeah, the scoring drive. Remember, they had that one play, pass incomplete, but 64 yards on the second. Took 16 seconds. Well, the first half, Maine South was controlled defensively, but on offense, here's Pearson. He's driven out of bounds. Maine South, the offense was in control in the first half, but here in the second half, that Loyola defense has really been strong, despite the 2 turnovers, too.
And what you see is it was sort of a team uplift after they had that long drive in that first series of the second half, and they drove the field and they punched in that 1-yard touchdown. They seemed to gain confidence after that.
Now Alvidi and the Hawks really behind the 8 ball with 5:02 remaining and down by 9. They only have 6 yards of offense in the fourth quarter. And Pike and going long again for Kahn. Kahn cannot hold on. Suey there, step for step again.
Well, there you see Alvidi's arm strength, because you would have thought he was out of Alvidi's range. Nothing doing. He was
there. He can throw the ball.
He can. And he's got a couple more years of doing it. He uncorks one right here. What an effort by the receiver. Just couldn't hold it coming down, but he really emptied the tank. Both players did to make that happen.
There is Justin Richter, 6'5" wide receiver. That's in for Maine South as well, number 87. All 3 timeouts remaining for Maine South. And the pass is complete for a first down to Scott Derrick on the far sideline up to the 44.
Alvidi surgical with this out pattern. You're going to see here, Scott runs such great routes, and then look at the way he delivers his football. A frozen rope there, right on the money.
Good job by Derrick, too. You see him hopping. He has the foot down. The other one hops out of bounds. First and 10 at the 44. 4:46 remaining. Going for the bundle again to Derrick. And Suey on the coverage. And also, we should give credit, Dooley was in the neighborhood, and David Carter, the inside linebacker, all the way downfield.
So they're protecting against the middle of the field, because anybody that knows Charlie Bliss, the offensive coordinator, knows he's a get after it, go after it type of guy. And he's got a quarterback like Alvidi. He's going to let it all out.
Mount Carmel awaits the winner of this game for the state championship Class 8A. Alvidi trying to escape. He does. Looking for a man. Going to Motley. And Luke Motley cannot haul it in downfield. So 3rd and long.
There's a special talent. Even though that was not a completion, you're going to see the escapability of Alvidi. He separates, buys more time, and throws the ball downfield. Unfortunately, that was out of bounds with Motley. He was looking for Motley. Good coverage by Loyola there, and a good coverage sack by Loyola.
Yeah, Austin Russell, number 5 for the Ramblers. Third and 10 at their own 44. With time, Alvidi. Now in trouble, trying to get away. And a little dump ball pass to Preston. He breaks a tackle and turns to midfield. And he can go to the far sideline. Here goes Paul Preston. He's at the 30 and he's inside the 25-yard line. How did he get away?
Pinball wizard. That's how he got away.
33 yards. What an effort by Preston.
Preston's not going home. He's got some fight here. Alvidi rolls out of the pocket, buys time. Now watch the little stop and go move, buys more time, dumps off to Preston. This is all effort on him. Cuts back across the field, gets up a block by Francos. He's got that ball on the inside arm, and he is just cooking.
Now in trouble, trying to get away. And a little dump ball pass to Preston. He breaks a tackle and turns to midfield, and he can go to the far sideline. Here goes Paul Preston. He's at the 30 and he's inside the 25-yard line. How did he get away?
Pinball.
Ball at the 21-yard line. Biggest play of the second half for Maine South. Pass is complete to Francos. That is the play they scored a touchdown against Bartlett in the second round of the state playoffs. Second down, the clock continues to run. Maine South has to hurry up here. They gotta punch it in.
Yep, we're back to the ball on that one.
2:06 on the day for Alviti. Little fake one way, comes back the other to Kahn. Kahn has the first down, makes the move. He's inside the 10-yard line. They'll stop the clock and move the chains.
Well, they had
So first and goal to goal at the 8. They start the clock again, 3:14. Here's the pass to Scott Derrick. Derrick trying to get out of bounds, and he can't. Again, inside 3 minutes, Maine South has to punch it in 4 yards. So second and goal at the 4, but they need to punch it in the end zone. Alviti on the keeper, and he is in the end zone. 4-yard touchdown for Maine South. The Hawks not going away yet. And here's a big extra point coming up. Touchdown, Maine South.
Matt Alviti showing you what he's made of, and the Maine South Hawks showing you what they're made of, coming up with a long drive and ending it off with a Matt Alviti run. And we see that happen.
Alviti is the holder here. Francos, the extra point kicker. It shows you how important that 2-point conversion was. And the extra point, though, is no good. No good. So it remains a 3-point advantage. So the Maine South Hawks missed the extra point. That's something at that Bartlett game we saw that they missed a few times. Here's the replay of the touchdown, though, for the Hawks. And one thing about the Maine South, they will fight to the end.
Oh, yeah, you betcha. They're over there on the sidelines now plotting about what they're going to do on their next offensive possession. You can bet on that.
Yeah, they have all their timeouts.
There's David there talking to the troops, trying to get them keep their heads in the game in this tightly contested football game, one of the better football games we've had all year.
Yeah.
And you see the Maine South fans there trying to keep their team, and Loyola fans trying to keep their guys pumped up too. 9 plays, carried, 71 yards.
Yeah, sense of urgency, no question about it, and they got it in the end zone.
Hey, Frank Vance, what's up, man?
Yeah, the big pass play to really Paul Preston, and what an effort by Preston. Not only to make the catch, but the run afterwards, but here's the extra point, and it just kind of sailed off to the right.
And that hurts, but as you said, Perry, John Holasek's opportunism after the touchdown on the 2-point conversion, that looks bigger and bigger, that play now.
So here's Francos. Loyola will be ready for anything here. Yeah, he's going to kick it deep. And he's down at the 2-yard line. Now Maine South with all 3 timeouts has Loyola backed up at their own 2.
Well, things happen invariably, but this is the time when a young player's got to keep his cool. I'm sure it's not what he planned on. He just lost his footing here, trying to feel it like a center fielder, and just lost his left foot there, the footing, and boy, he wishes he could have that back. But it's 2:39 to go, Perry, and you got to keep your composure here, and you got to try to run some clock and get this ball out of here, but protecting the football and possessing it, the most important thing.
Well, they mark him at the 3. And that's Weaver, who last time he touched the ball ran it for 64 yards and a touchdown. He has scored all 3 touchdowns for Loyola and through the 2-point conversion.
I can't believe they're going to stay in the shotgun in short yards. I think they'd be under the center.
And they lose football. Touchdown, Maine South! Touchdown, Maine South! Tyler Fahey! Touchdown, Hawks!
Well, Tyler,
What a comeback by Maine South. There's still time.
Unbelievable turn of events. What a game. What a game. Tyler Fahey coming up with the fumble, but Perry, I alluded to it right before. I didn't understand why they went to the shotgun.
Right, great call down.
In short yardage here.
It popped out, actually. The handoff to Addison Perry, but there isn't much room to maneuver.
No.
Third turnover of the half, 2 interceptions, and that is a fumble touchdown for the Hawks.
Why wouldn't you go under the center just to be safe?
Now the Hawks are going to take a timeout. Well, we said Maine South would fight to the end. It's not there yet, but they're now up by 3. They were down by 9 just a couple minutes ago.
And fortune turned just like that. And at 2:34 to go, and as they say, it's on, Perry. It's on.
The winner gets Mount Carmel for the state championship. Here's another look at it. He just kind of slipped out of his hand. Swiss was there, but Fahey and Crew, look at it, they're all in that end zone. Yeah, and it all was set up on special teams, really, just because of the slip on the field, and you feel bad for that young man.
And you kind of felt that ominous feeling when he fell down, like, oh, momentum shift.
Yep.
And sure enough, there you see they're talking to the quarterback now about
Weaver
protecting the ball, Weaver, and I'm sure he knows there's plenty of time. 2:34 is a lot of time.
Yeah. They'll have 2 timeouts when they do get the ball back. So this is a big extra point because they just missed the one moments ago. And they want to make a 4-point game and not leave Loyola time to come back and perhaps tie with it. But the kick is up, and that is perfect. 2:34 remaining. The Maine South Hawks have scored 2 touchdowns in the last couple of minutes, and they've taken the lead, 26-22.
I'll never say die to these Hawks. Franco's Mr. Do Everything, and probably duly rewarded as for his effort and his not being selfish this year. Here's another angle on it.
There it is. And he was there. 2 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Here's that best angle. He's trying to make a move, just pops out. And Fahey, boy, he was right there. You couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Anytime you ride fake right in your own end zone, you risk that. I mean, you got to go with a straight ahead, like conservative dive play to get out from your side of the field, I would think.
Yeah, the defense really surrounded that ball, too. As Fahey and company, they're back on the field, and Francos will kick off. And let's see what the Ramblers will do. I think if you're that outstanding young man, Mr. Polevos, want to try to make something happen, but instead, coming back the other way is Ferrier. Ferrier at the 30-yard line, and he loses the football out of bounds, though. It will be Loyola football with 2:27 and 2 timeouts remaining for Malcolm Weaver. Now, don't forget they have those big receivers, E.J. Webb, Michael Collins, Dottle, and the speed of Martin Hayes. This will be a test for the Maine South defensive secondary.
And we know that Malcolm Weaver can throw the football. He's been 5 of 10 today, but he was lights out, to use the words of Coach Holisek earlier in the season. So they know he has the capability to go downfield.
1st and 10 for Weaver. Going to the sideline, the pass is almost intercepted. Now they're going to say it is Maine South football. He fumbled the football.
They're waving it off.
Now the other official comes in and waves it off. It definitely looked incomplete.
You could hear the gasp by Loyola fans all around the stadium on that hit. Here's the replay. Here's a look at it. Delivers the football. A monster hit there, though. Wow.
So incomplete, 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line. So 2nd and 10 for the Ramblers. At their own 34, they need a touchdown to win. What a game Malcolm Weaver, that junior quarterback, has played. 3 rushing touchdowns. Last one, 64 yards. Well, this is our last football game of the year in CN100 before it goes to the IHSA Network. Save the best for last, Don. An outstanding game this is, both teams. Weaver, and he is sacked, and a flag is thrown. He's a little slow to get up. And a holding call against Loyola. About 14, a long 14. Ball back up at the 30-yard line. They've been shut out on 3rd down conversions, but maybe the odds are in their favor this time. Weavers, and he runs into his old man. Now he's sacked in the scramble for the loose ball. Maine South has it. And coming out with it was Sean Sullivan. 4th turnover of the 2nd half for Loyola. And they were only rushing, I believe, 3.
Big Sean Sullivan comes through here. You're going to see it. And there's a scramble on the ground, and he comes up with the football.
Yep, no question about it. Yeah, big hit by Marchiori. And there's Sean Sullivan. We heard from him on our player profile. Yep, and I think Walker was really hit hard. And he was in trouble almost beginning. He ran to his own man, and that kind of threw everything off. Let's take another look at it.
It looked like he had an opportunity to run
right
here.
There,
he's
right
looking
there,
to throw,
and then he's hit.
Yep. Actually, his leg got tied up with his own man. His own man ran into him, really. It might have tore up his, might have caused some problems in his lower knee, because you can see the way they collided there, and he's had his hands on his head now.
Yeah. Oh, what an outstanding young man and quarterback, and a tough view on the Rambler bench with 1:58 remaining.
Little disappointment for Marquis Martin Hayes, who had his hand over.
And some of the Rambler fans, I think they were about making their champagne reservations just a few minutes ago. But Maine South comes back, they score a touchdown. A special teams mishap for Loyola put them deep in their own territory at the 3. Next play, they fumble in the end zone. Maine South scores the touchdown on the fumble recovery in the end zone. And now they have recovered a fumble here with 1:58 remaining. The Maine South student fans are on the east side of the field, ready to rush the field. But there's still 1:58, 2 timeouts remaining.
Unbelievable. What you saw out of these young men here today is they let it all hang out. I mean, they put
this was we talked about last year's game being physical. Both teams really, especially in the 2nd half, really brought it.
Yeah, Loyola brought it up another notch offensively and defensively. And then you saw, like we talked about in the open, it has been Maine South's defense this year that has made the plays. And we know them as being an offensive team and throwing the ball downfield, but the defense has really done it.
Bail them out today. We talked a lot about that unheralded Maine South defense, with the exception of that 164-yard run, which Loyola then had the 2-point conversion, put them up by 9. They've really done the job today with those 4 turnovers, and now Loyola will try to strip the ball. As Sullivan makes the tackle, and that Maine South offensive line has done a good job, really. We haven't really called Sullivan's name all that much here this afternoon.
Yeah, they've done a good job,
Mark Sullivan,
of keeping him in front of them.
So they take a timeout. They're down to 1 more.
So history in the making for Maine South if they come up with the win here. And they got 1 minute 55, and they're on their way towards maybe a 3rd title.
A 3-peat. Now, when you think how the season started for Maine South, they lose to Schaumburg as Shepard Little comes in, that outstanding running back for Schaumburg, and they stun Maine South. The next week, national television And the Tigers of Wheaton Warrenville South at Red Grange Field just handed Maine South their lunch. They were just dominant over the Hawks. But week 3, Highland Park, the opening kickoff of that game returned by Paul Preston, 82 yards. The season turned around. And then here they are, 155 remaining in the fourth quarter, and a possible trip back downstate and a chance for that repeat. Or three-peat, rather.
That's right. Repeat.
And, you know, in the mid of this decade, it was Dave and Sarah became head coach in the 01 season. They won the state title in 2000 under Phil Hopkins. And Sarah takes over in 01. 3 straight years, 03, 04, 05, they finished second place to Lockport, Downers North, and Lincoln Way East. They finally win it 2 years ago, unbeaten. Last year, unbeaten. And here they are with a chance to go to play for the title again. Elvidi will just try to keep it on the ground and stay in bounds. And a flag is thrown with 1:48. And this, well, the penalty still.
Holding. Now, they're warming up.
3rd and 12. Maine South going to the air. And it is a broken up at the end. Suey again.
Suey playing a shutout on the corner. He's been a lockdown guy, and he just keeps being there at the right time.
He has had a sensational game. Number 22 in your maroon uniform.
Scott never out of position, and he just fights for that. He just never gave up on it.
Yeah, I think also Derek thought he probably should have had that.
I'm sure if you talk to him,
yeah,
he'd say that.
.43-yarder. It could also be a fake.
Alvidi's holding, that's right.
And Francos is the quarterback too. And the kick is up. And it is good from 43 yards. His 3rd field goal of the game. He had a bit of a wind at his back. And now Maine South 29, Loyola 22. Still 1:38 remaining.
And you know that might be appropriate for that young man after being in the quarterback battle at the beginning of the year and then being unselfish. And now he comes here and he kicks this field goal that signs, seals an opportunity to go to Champaign. And they're loving it.
Well, they just missed a touchdown moments ago. They'll take the 3. But as you said, there's still a kickoff to come. And Olivos will take it. Inside his 10. He has some room. Now he's stacked up. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Loyola. No timeouts remaining for the Ramblers.
Well, they're going to have to call a couple of plays here. Get out there, utilize the time, hurry up offense. Here, get out there, utilize the time, hurry up offense.
So the Ramblers with 131 and another penalty against Maine South, 15 yards.
Wow, that changes everything.
11th on Maine South. And it brings it all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Don't go anywhere, fans.
No, there's still time. So Pujols will come on.
Dead ball.
Pujols, he's a sophomore quarterback.
Here, first down.
4 of 8 for 67 yards. Pujols, Peter Pujols, 5'11", 165. As long as 40 yards, 131 remaining. The pass is complete to me with 113 remaining. Out of the gun.
Got to throw it out here. Get out of bounds. Try to
Over the
stop.
middle. The pass is incomplete. Drop. Third down. Pujols. The pass is complete. It's their first time all day they've converted on third down, but it's none bigger than this one.
You're going to see you calling for the out. You have to work the perimeter, get out of bounds. Good job, good composure by Pujols to come in here and be cool in that situation.
1st and 10 for the Ramblers. Pujols. Incomplete. Or is Pujols. And now they bring 4 rushers, and the pass is complete for a first down. To Dottle, 11 yards. They stop the clock, move the chains. Down to the 30. And that shows you that penalty gave them a much better field position.
Quick slant, Pujols. A lot of composure. Hits the quick slant for the first down. Moving the chains.
Now 45 seconds. And here comes some pressure. Stepping up, Pujols. Nobody there, however. And he throws it away. Stops the clock with 38 seconds remaining. Second down.
A lot of cool because they were bringing the rush from the outside. He caught him with a staggered count and just stepped up in the pocket. So here we go.
And another flag on the field.
Pass interference. Defense.
And a pass interference against Maine South. It'll be a first down.
Wow, Perry. Wow. 38 seconds on the clock. We got a pass interference. They have new life. This game is not over.
No, far from it. They keep walking more and more down to the 19-yard line. And they got those big receivers. Let's not forget.
That's right. 6'5" on the outside. E.J. Webb.
Pujols, 3 of 6 so far. He's done a nice job. That pass is complete. And they're inside the 10-yard line. They'll stop the clock. 1st and goal to goal.
Well, Maine South.
Boy, the poise of this young sophomore quarterback.
Well, this is what high school football is all about. He's coming in for the chance of a lifetime, moving his team down there, and he might be able to do this.
Going for the touchdown. Incomplete. Coverage there by Fabiano. He was going for Dottle. Take another look at it with 23 seconds remaining.
He throws right off the snap, tries to throw the fade in the corner. Good adjustment there. The ball's a little long, but still a good opportunity. You never know if you put the ball out there what can happen.
23 seconds remaining. Back to the other side. The pass is complete, but Swanka is there to quickly make the tackle as the clock continues to wind down.
They got to spike it. They got to get under center and spike it. Time's going to run out on them. They're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Take him too long.
And he does with 3.2 seconds remaining at the 8-yard line. I think Loyola was 4th down as well coming up, but more importantly, it's 3.2 seconds remaining.
Quick slant to E.J. Webb there across the middle. And Sawaka does a good job of wrapping him up, not giving him a chance to advance the football.
5 of 9 on this drive. They're going to, they may put some time, 4 seconds left on the clock. They were a little slow getting the ball in. I think Loyola was saying, come on, get that ball down so we can spike it.
They were slow.
Yep. There's the athletic director, Pat Mahoney, on the walkie-talkie trying to get, there we go. They set it to 4 seconds, but it's also 4th down.
Oh, this is it.
This is it. This could be the season for Loyola.
And look at the fans with their hands clasped there, and they're putting all their hope and their prayers into this young sophomore.
Now they've added to 4.5 seconds. It's still 4th down.
What a finish.
Pujols looking, and it's knocked down by Connor Klein. And the Maine South Hawks are going to go down state. The clock says no time. And now the official says 1 more second. They'll have to, Maine South will have to run a play.
But first they're gonna have, here's a look at the replay. Connor Klein comes over the top of the running back and makes the play of his life. Watch him get up vertical and knock that ball down. What a play, and that's appropriate. The defense has done it all year, and hats off to Maine South defense for a big play there.
Now they have to get the Maine South student body off the field. They haven't seen these kids run so fast.
David Sarah is talking to the white cap right now, the referee, and
now they say a flag and probably excessive celebration. But if the clock said 0
Dead
to
ball.
them,
A sportsmanlike conduct here. First
they're gonna
down.
move it back, but yeah, you can take a safety and just run around the end zone. There's 1 second on the clock. It doesn't really matter. So now those students just have to go back, and then they'll have to just run back on again, provided there isn't some type of error. But at the 4-yard line, wouldn't you know it, comes down to 1 second.
wow.
But really credit Connor Klein with knocking that pass down on 4th down. They were going to go with the slant over the middle, and Klein was able to knock it down to the 4th down.
He just went over the top of Spencer Perry and timed it perfectly.
And now a timeout has been taken.
Dave and Sarah talking to his players out on the field there. Charlie Bliss out there also in the huddle as they
It's
talk.
going to be hard to pick a player of the game. But Maine
Indeed.
South, he had Francos with those field goals. And, you know, he kicked off. He played defense. You have a defensive player like Fahey. Who scored that, pounced on the loose ball in the end zone. The celebration penalty was after the play. So it's Maine South football on the, now they're moving it to the 2-yard line because
Well, you know, let's see how they line it up.
Yep.
You know, we saw that same thing happen down here on the other end. So
Maine South, of course, runs out of that shotgun. Their center is Luke Cummins. And he's going to just go under center this time.
yeah, and it's a tight wall around him too. Taking no chances.
This is victory formation for Maine South, but you're right, no chances at all. Can't get that ball to be popping around anywhere. Now they take a knee, and the game is over. The Maine South Hawks are going back to Champaign. They'll go for the three-peat in Class 8A to defend their title against Mount Carmel. A thriller today. Wilmette, your final score, 29-22. Back with our CN100 Player of the Game interview right after this.